Hey guys, it's me, Arman the Great, and I am back in another video. And before I start the video, just follow me on Instagram and Twitter, like my Facebook, and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on TikTok. Hit the notification bell. That way, when I upload a video, you'll be notified. And just also hit the like button. That way, you guys can show your support. But now, let's get to the video. Now we're going to be talking about the negative effects of video games for mental health this time. Because the last video, we talked about it for physical health. So now let's actually get into the video. And also, I am not trying to be a Karen or anything. You guys can play video games as much as you want. I am just pointing out facts here. Physical and mental negative effects of video games go hand to hand. When your physical well-being suffers, so does your mental well-being. Aggression. Playing violent video games does not increase an individual's levels of hostility. Man, after excess use and gaming addiction, you can feel restless and aggressive. And aggression is also one of the withdrawal symptoms of gaming disorder. So you can feel, aggressive. If you're ever just feeling aggressive, then after playing games or stuff that just, maybe chill. What I like to do is sometimes when I'm just bored or, sometimes I just like to take a break in the middle of the game. Just, shut my stuff off and then take an hour break and then continue. Poor emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is the ability to be in control of your emotional state. Although you don't always have control over the emotions you experience, you do have control over how you respond to them. Like, for example, you may be really mad, but, if you have good emotional regulation, you'll just, chill and not show that anger and just instead be like, okay, understandable. When you have good emotional regulation, you can exert influence over your actions and despite your present emotional state. Like I said, for example, I'm mad, but instead of showing that I'm mad by yelling at everybody, I just keep it to myself and just act like, okay, I'm not mad or anything. Studies show that excessive gaming can lead to poor emotional regulation. Poor emotional regulation contributes to mood problems such as anxiety, depression, and aggression. So if I have poor emotional regulation, which means I can't really control, not a lot of people control their emotions. I believe that nobody can because emotions are really powerful. But if your emotional regulation is not good, then if you're mad, then you'll probably show that anger and start yelling at everybody. So that's something to think about. Why did I just do that? Don't ask. Depression, social anxiety. There is a debate on whether gaming directly causes depression and social anxiety, as studies on this matter are not yet fully complete. So they're not fully complete. There will be more information. However, research found a link between video games and depression. The study found that playing video games for more than 2 hours daily significantly increased the risk of depressive symptoms in gamers. Yes, so this doesn't go for everybody, but studies have shown that playing for 2 hours daily can increase risks of depression. Participants in our case studies report the link between gaming disorder, depression, and social anxiety. They shared significant improvements to their overall mental health once they stopped gaming excessively and overcame their addiction. So basically, people that were addicted or just played excessively non-stop, when they stopped, their mental health and physical health became better, which is good for them. Other studies have also found that excessive gaming can lead to lower self-esteem, which can be a contributing factor in depression and social anxiety. I do not know why I cannot read that, but let's continue ahead. Although we cannot state that gaming causes depression or depressive symptoms, it is well established that neglecting one's physical and mental well-being for prolonged periods, as gamers often do, leads to mental health issues. So just forgetting about it, do I have to eat? Nah. Should I go to sleep? Nah, 1 more hour, We should actually think about that. Instead of just overlooking them, we should seriously think about that. Us gamers. And that just goes for anybody in general. Not just gamers. Some people do that. For example, I don't know, an example, training, It's well, this goes for everybody. It's like you're watching TV, right? And then like, I'm watching TV for 1 more hour. Nah, instead of doing that, just go to sleep. Or like you're watching TV and you decide, nah, I don't want to eat. Just, eat because it's good. You have to. If you want to know. Okay. Anyway, let's continue ahead. Lack of motivation and dopamine addiction. Lack of motivation to engage in activities other than gaming is a common problem that gaming addicts report. So basically, if you're just gaming for a long time and then you're like, man, I don't want to go for a walk, or nah, I don't want to go outside. Gaming is a hyper stimulating activity that can be more engaging than activities you can find in the physical world. That is true. For example, can you really kill dragons in real life? The answer is no. Can you break a tree with only your bare fists? Well, maybe you're strong enough then, maybe, but most people can't do that. Including me. I can't break a tree with my fists. I'd break my wrist and my knuckles. Anyway, okay, this issue may connect to how your brain responds to the dopamine rush you experience playing games. When you play games, your brain starts to produce significant amounts of dopamine, which is the neurotransmitter that induces the feeling of pleasure. That was a long word. Pause. Anyway, thus, when you play for prolonged periods, your brain may get used to the rush of dopamine and high levels of stimulation, leading to no longer finding less stimulating activities interesting. So you may think gaming is so fun that you just don't need to do anything else. Which gaming can be a hobby, but you should also have some other hobbies with gaming as well. Like for example, I do martial arts. That's another hobby that I do. Or that's not it, but you should have other hobbies except gaming. That way you don't get bored and just only do gaming as a hobby, because then that's not very healthy. Especially if you're that's literally all you do all day. When gaming becomes the only activity your brain finds pleasurable, a lack of motivation to participate in other activities is a natural outcome, as I said. Okay, unfortunately, even when you stop playing games, it may take time for your brain to recalibrate and for you to enjoy experiences that include less excitement. So yes, even if you just stop, gaming so much, it still may be hard finding something interesting to actually do. And final, okay, I'm not gonna say this word because I don't want any issues, but basically thinking of ending your life thoughts and other comorbidities. There you go. So for now, we're just gonna call it, for short, instead of ending your life thoughts, we're just gonna call it suicidal. Anyway, in more severe cases, gaming addiction can lead in suicidal thoughts and other comorbidities. Actually, suicidal, that sounds funny, which this is not a joke, so I'm just gonna say not good thoughts instead. Individuals and families of people suffering from gaming disorder should take ending your life thoughts and ideation seriously. Treatment is required. If you start to have not good thoughts about yourself, or thinking of ending yourself, speak to a professional therapist or someone you trust, such as friends or relatives. Now look, you may be shy, for example, you may be like, man, I don't know how to say this, but if you are thinking like this, then please contact somebody. Don't just keep it to yourself. There are lines for this. And you should always speak to your friends or your relatives. And if your friends are good, then they won't make fun of you. They'll be like, oh, really? But yeah, so those are the negative effects of video games for mental health. And so now we'll be closing the negative effects of video games. So I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. You guys can comment down any topic you guys want me to discuss about. As long as they're not too big, way too, I don't know what to say, but just comment down below your topics. And before I end the video, just follow me on my social media and subscribe to my channel and follow me on TikTok and hit the notification bell and like the video. Now, peace, guys.